All right, tell me why I feel so triggered every time someone asks me when I'm gonna have my next baby. I currently have a 1.5 and 4.5-year-old, and honestly, life with 2 kids, it's pretty good. I'm feeling like we're in a good rhythm. It just feels easier than the transition from 0 to 1. I've said this before, 1 to 2 kids, so much easier. You're doing all the same things already. It kind of feels like 1.5 times more work, not double. And I'm not gonna lie, 3 kids, sometimes it feels like a lot. I feel like that might be what takes me over the edge and I lose my mind. But every time someone asks me like, oh, are you thinking about number 3? It feels like this life-altering decision that I need to make. And no hate to anyone who's asked me this question before, especially friends and family. It's more so when it's a stranger and they're just like, are you having another one? It feels like a personal attack. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't even know. And now I need to figure out my answer to this stranger in a few seconds. I'm just figuring things out as we go. I'm taking things day by day, week by week, year by year. And I'm still mourning the fact that I feel like I missed a huge chunk of my daughter's life while I was pregnant with my youngest because I was super sick. I had like all day morning sickness up until 25 weeks. Would I love more babies? Oh my God, I love the newborn stage. I actually really don't mind the postpartum stage. Obviously, lack of sleep is not fun, but now knowing your kids will sleep again, my kids both sleep 12 hours a night, it's fabulous. And I feel like I'm finally feeling like myself right now. So the idea of bringing in another human being, which I know is such a big deal. Like, it's not just like, oh, do you want another kid? I know having another child is gonna take time away from my current kids. Pregnancy and birth and that whole thing is just a lot, and to think about going through that all over again, it kind of hurts my brain when I think about it. And then I think, how hard are other things gonna be? Even just like traveling, day trips, like, do we need a bigger vehicle? Like, there's so many things to think about, and just your day-to-day will change. And how does that look like? You know, there's 2 of you, so if you have 3, you are officially outnumbered. Matt and I divide and conquer. We each have a child for bedtime. If one's freaking out, the other parent's with the other one. Like, we really do rely on each other. And so if there's a 3rd child, I'm like, who takes care of the 3rd? The baby's probably just strapped on me all the time. Like, I'm gonna end up with 2 kids on me all the time, which, like, I know it's probably just harder in the beginning phases, and then it gets easier. I don't want to miss this time with my kids while they're so young. I just think we need to normalize to stop asking people all the time, especially people you don't know, if they're deciding to have another child. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they are having fertility issues. Maybe they're going through IVF. Like, you don't know, and so it can feel very jarring. I'm also just not much of a planner. I'm not that person that plans like the next 10 years of their life. Like, I'm literally trying to live in the present moment with my 2 kids, enjoy them at the stage that they're at. Thinking too much about the future stresses me out, and I know some people, like, not thinking about the future stresses them out. So this is where I'm at. I'm loving 2 kids right now, and who knows, maybe next month I'm gonna be like, we need a 3rd.